It's very important that you assign a folder structure. So you can see I've got this folder site 1. Okay, site 1 is my folder where I'm doing all my stuff. So open up your Explorer. If you press Windows E, you should have a folder, and I've just made a folder for you on the D drive. I called it Dallas. Yep. Now in this folder you need one CSS folder and you need an images folder. So just make two folders inside this folder. Wherever your HTML is, you need two folders. You need an images folder and you need a CSS folder. Very important. Now come back to Dreamweaver and go to Site, New Site. Site, New Site. What we are going to do is we are going to create a folder or a project under Dreamweaver. I'm going to just call that assignment 1, or you can call it whatever. I'm just going to call it Vikings site. And you have to give it a location, site, local site folder. This location has to be the location that of your folder. So I'm just going right up in here. I select site 1 and I say choose. Select the folder, the parent folder. Okay, so one more thing before you leave. Under advanced and local info, choose your images folder. Now ideally when you buy a hosting facility, you go to server, tell them GoDaddy is my host, and fill up the IP address which GoDaddy gives you, a username password that GoDaddy gives you, and the URL, and you hit save. Okay, so that's one most important thing that you need to do. You need to set up a folder. You need to set up a folder and you need to set up a site. But we are not setting up the server today, we are just setting up a site. So under site, manage site, this is the site name, this is the folder name, and when you say save, the root folder is the same. This may cause, okay, that's because I already have that folder. So if I go to site, manage site, you can see I've got another folder, site 1. I'm going to delete that. Site 1 I'm going to minus. So I only have Viking site. Now you can see Viking site shows me my files, and you should be able to see your files. If you go to Window Files, F8, Window Files, you should be able to see your files. Is that cool? Very important. Now what I need you to do is, you can open up your index file and see the old structure we made with 2 div tags, rah, 1 footer, some images, and so on. The first thing I want you to do is go to File, New, CSS File. Now less, SAS, SCSS, these are all different types of extensions of CSS. They're new formats. Okay, so just go CSS for now. Go to create. So you get an empty document, right? Save this in your CSS folder, file, save as. Inside your CSS folder, you can call it whatever, Vikings theme, my theme, my CSS, my theme, whatever you want to call it. My theme.css. I have saved it. The next thing I'm going to do is, you see the CSS that I have inside my page, all of this CSS. I've got CSS inside my HTML. It is sitting inside the style tags. Now if I'm going to create 20 pages and I want to change the color of the heading, I have to go inside each page and change the style, right? But if I keep it external, I just need to change it once. Try to understand why we are doing whatever we are doing. If I made 20 copies of this page and I decided that the font was different, I would need to go into every single page and change this font family. So I'm going to select all of this without the style tags, not the style tags, no style tags. Okay, no style tags. I've cut it and I come here and I paste it and I save it. So the style has gone into my theme.css. I've taken this entire style from here and I've cut the style and I've pasted inside here. What do I mean by cut the style? Everything between the style tags. Select everything, cut and paste between the style tags. Now if you see, because I've removed it from here, see what happened? My style has disappeared. Of course. I'm going to link it now. I can link it through Dreamweaver. You might as well learn the code for it. Just outside of the style tags. Just outside of the style tags. Yes, go for it. Just outside of the style tags, I'm going to add the link. And you can see I love this site, W3 Schools. It actually says there are 3 ways of inserting style sheets. One is an external style sheet, one is an internal style sheet, and one is the inline style equals. So we have looked at style equals on day 1. We have been doing this inside the same page. Now we are going external, and this is your line. See, it goes inside the head tags, and the link is the thing. So if you say link, and you have to say link to what? Sometimes you say href, hyperlink reference, and sometimes you say source. For JavaScript you say source. For links you say href. Now I've just said a quote. I'm just going to browse my theme.css. You have to say what is the relationship of this file to this. And there is one more parameter here which says type. It's a text file, CSS text file. So you say type equals, and it gives you the options the moment you put the code, text.css. Now this link tag doesn't close by /link, it just closes. It's a self-closing. You see that? It's not a /link, self-closing tag. Now what this has done is, and you can see the moment I linked it, bang, the style has come back. So the moment I've linked it, the style has come back. So the first part that we did was, we defined a site, we cut the CSS and put it external. I'm going to stop the video here and allow those people who came in a bit late to catch up.